Vijana Reloaded, eh? All protocol observed. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, madam.
My name is Prisca Acham, but you can call me Chami or Chum Chum. I am a student at Masinde Muliro, pursuing a course in disaster management and international diplomacy in my 3rd year of studies. Yes, and I'm really humbled and privileged to stand in front of you. And also, I am privileged to be, and also for the rest of my team, that you are the ones pioneering Vijana Reloaded. So, I want to say thank you very much. And just before I start, I just want to pose a question unto you. Do you think everything happens by coincidence? Well, for me, I say no.
Some by accident.
I don't believe in accidents. I don't believe in coincidence. I believe that everything is actually programmed. Everything is programmed. The way we meet, the different people we interact with, it is programmed. The different people we network with. The person maybe you met 10 years ago, that person who impacted your life positively or negatively, it wasn't by coincidence. That is according to my own opinion. It was programmed that that person comes into your life to make a progress, to change something that you're going to achieve in your destiny. So, even I, and even as my team members, being here, I don't believe it was by coincidence that I landed in this place. Many wanted to be part of this, but they were not able to come here. And for that reason, I am very grateful. And I just want to take you back to how my journey, because I know each and every one of you has a story to tell. But for me personally, when I ventured, I love what I do. As a profession, I love what I do. I love diplomacy and so and so. But apart from that, I saw it as a youth that, you know, most youth, after they finish their education, they're there waiting for a job. I have interacted with some youth, my youth members, whereby some have stayed home for 7 years, just waiting to be employed. Some who are even have gotten their degrees in teaching in different professional fields, but they're still at home, sitting and waiting to be employed. They have the credentials, they have the CV, but none of them is being employed. So I believe it is time we change our mentality that I need to be employed and for you to be an employer. Like for me, when I sat down, when I started my business initiative, before I partnered with my partner there, Winnie, I remember I started in Form 1, not in Form 1, when I entered my 1st year, and I started buying jewelry from Nairobi and coming to sell it to the students. And after that, I could even take, for ladies, you know what I mean by Q-Tex. I will even go to the point of applying Q-Tex. You know, someone will wonder, what are you doing? But let me tell you, at least that money I will get will cater for me. I will not be dependent on my mom to provide for me. And when I reached last year, my friend and I were talking, and we saw it, why not start something? Why not come up with an idea and just start something? I never despise any humble beginning, because you have to begin from somewhere for you to reach that place where you want to be. So we decided, why not buy items like maybe sweets and sell it to the school. And I remember the first time what we bought, we used only 360 shillings. And at the end of the day, we had profited from selling those sweets. I remember we walked, we sold the sweets to different people. And during the time of graduation, we decided to buy flowers and also the sweets and go and sell it. And you know, when people say, I have the credentials, I have the certificate, you find that someone finds it very hard to go and now start hawking and telling people, buy this. But from the people I've interacted, those people who have mentored me, they've shown me that you can build a house. Compared, you're working maybe at Marikiti Market, selling those products from the agriculture sector, and you're able to build a house. You find that a person who is working in the office gets a salary maybe 30,000 per month, but is not able even to build a house. So there's a big difference when people look in this in terms of business sector. And how did I start my journey with Vijana Reloaded? It was just a simple night, and a friend SMS'd me and told me there's a program that is starting, and I think you can go with it because it suits you. So I told myself, why not? Because my instinct, which is 99.99%, told me that I should go forward with the program. So that is when I decided to send my email to the people who are concerned. And from there, they communicated back to me. So that is where it started. And apart from that, you cannot enter something without knowing what it entails. How is it going to be beneficial to you? So why is it that I progressed and decided I should stick here? And true to the matter, I have the zeal. I have the zeal to go on with this program for the 6 months that is going. But why? It's because the first time we were oriented, I remember there was Jared, there was Lydia, there was Wycliffe, and then there was Joris, who is not here. And the zeal, they transferred the zeal from themselves to us. And the way they were talking, you could see we were going somewhere. For those who are with me, the first day we were oriented. And from that point, I decided, no matter what, I will sacrifice my time to be trained. And the reason why, I remember Thomas talked about passion. Personally, I am passionate about the youth. I am passionate to see the youth getting motivated and coming out from the shell that they are in, from that cocoon that, you know what, I have to be employed. I am passionate not only to see Kakamega, because I saw their vision is that they don't only want to be in Kakamega, but they also want to venture outside Kakamega. And my vision as an individual is to see that Kenya has eradicated poverty, has eradicated illiteracy, such things from its boundaries. And how can we do that? Through this empowerment. You know, even when you're talking about business, there are things to do with entrepreneurial, there are things to do with social skills. I may have the idea. Like now we are doing, I have spotted some mentors in this group, those who are talking about agribusiness. When we sat down with her, we saw that, look at a place like Kakamega. You find that Kakamega imports things to do with Sukuma wiki, and Kakamega is a very fertile place. Why not venture and be a supplier? And we started, you know, you can have an idea, but you don't know how to implement it. And from there, I remember we started walking, looking for land. We even went to the point of going to Malaba to just look for land. And we found one there. Not only there, even there's a group whereby we have now found land here at Showground, which is a half an acre and a quarter an acre. And we are trying to work on it. So it's a matter of having the dream and now implementing it. And I believe through Vijana Reloaded, we are going far. Because I believe through the 6-month period that I'm going to be trained, and also for my fellow colleagues, if I talk on their behalf, that the way we have started today, and from the day we will step out of this place, we will be different personalities, the way we entered into this place. And that is my belief. So, for all those who have co-partnered, I want to assure you, on behalf of my colleagues, that we are going to work on it. And not only for our sake. It is not working for an individual. I believe that even as I come out with the knowledge, with the skills that I will acquire, I will not keep it to myself. Remember, I'm going to be an employer, meaning I'm going to train other people to acquire such skills. So it is not my skills as an individual, but it is a skill that will also impact the whole society. And the little group that we are here, we are going to impact the society. So for all the co-partners, be assured that your partnering is not in vain. From this program, it's going to produce very trustable people in the society. And for that reason, I thank you all.
Thank you.